Good morning, students. Let us start our today's English class with pronouns once again. You have already learned about the kinds of pronouns, and in second video you learnt more about relative pronoun, that how to use relative pronoun when we join two sentences. And this video is about personal pronoun cases. Now we know that there are three persons: first person, second person, and third person, and these persons are used as subject and as an object in a sentence. So when the pronoun is used as a subject in a sentence, that is called subjective or nominative case, and when a pronoun is used as an object in a sentence, that is called objective case. So before we move further, let us have a look at the pronoun chart. So you can see in this chart that there are different persons and their different cases. Now when you use first person as a subject, it is I, but when it is used as an object, it becomes me. Possessive adjective is my. Students normally get confused whether my is a pronoun or an adjective. So my is possessive adjective and mine is possessive pronoun. Now if I talk about first person plural, then we is used as a subject and us is used as an object. Second person, whether it is singular or plural, it is you always. In subjective case also it is you, and in objective case it is also you. Now coming to the third person singular male, it will be he as a subject, him as an object, his as possessive pronoun, and his is also used as possessive adjective. It depends upon the usage of the word in a particular sentence. Now if I talk about third person female, then for subject it is she, for object it is her, possessive pronoun is hers, and possessive adjective is her. Now third person, which is singular, for things and animals, we use as a subject also it is used it, and as an object also it is it only, but its is not a pronoun, it is an adjective. And third person plural, which is common for everyone, that is they as a subject, them as an object, their as possessive adjective, and theirs as possessive pronoun. So I hope the use of pronouns as a subject and as an object is clear to you all from this table. So let us have a look at an example. She called him. She is also a pronoun, him is also a pronoun. She is used as a subject here, and him is used as an object of the verb called. We have not used the subjective case, that is he, because it is coming after the verb, so objective case is used. There are a few rules to use subjective and objective cases. So the first rule is use of objective cases with between. Whenever there is a word between in a sentence, then we use objective case of pronouns. For example, between you and me, between them and us. This will be a secret between you and me. We do not use subjective case, we use objective case. And the second rule is with complement of verb be. As you all know that forms of verbs of be are is, am, are, was, were, and been. And this is not the action verb. This word be tells about the state of something. So with these forms of verbs, we use subjective case. Informal way, we have heard many a time, it is me, but that is an informal way of talking. When we talk about formal writing, then it is I. We always use subjective case with it. Next, it is after the conjunction than. Whenever there is a conjunction than in a sentence, then the subjective case of pronouns is used. They are richer than us. Many a time we have heard this. You are wiser than her. but that is an informal way of talking. So if we want to go for the things in a formal way, then they are richer than we. We will use as subject. We will not use the objective case. We'll use the subjective or nominative case. Now, normally you get blanks to be filled. Uh, then, in that case, you can add the verb after the blank to make the things clear to you whether you will use subjective case or objective case. As I have given in the examples, I have put are in bracket for my convenience so that it becomes clear to me whether there'll be subjective case or objective case. Now, if you read the sentence with the are as a verb at the end, it becomes easy for you to find out. They are richer than we are. Next is with transitive verb, the choice between subject and object forms of pronouns depends upon what is meant. Now look at the sentence, you hate him as much as I. This sentence conveys us the meaning that you hate him, तुम भी उसे उतनी ही नफरत करते हो जितनी कि मैं. But if you look at the second sentence, you hate him as much as me. It means you hate him, तुम उसे उतनी ही नफरत करते हो जितनी कि मुझे. Just using the subjective and objective case of the pronouns changed the meaning of the sentence. So whenever there are such kinds of verbs which are transitive, then the choice of subjective and objective case of a pronoun depends upon the sense of the sentence, that what it wants to convey. And the last point is in case of let. We have heard many sentences where we say, let us go for a walk, let me go. So in these cases, we use objective form of pronoun because let works as a verb and we use objective form of pronoun in these sentences. So we don't say let we go for a walk. It is always let us go for a walk. So I hope these points are clear to you. Thank you and have a nice day.